Today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how not to allow temptation to sabotage your personal development journey. And what is temptation? Temptation is the desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise. And temptation can show up in many ways in our lives. It can show up as past habits, past relationships, friends, exes, all of this stuff that maybe it's not so good for us. It can show up as people that are currently in our lives that we feel very attractive to but are not available. This can show up as doing things that are out of our values, like lying or stealing, just because right now this might look like a shiny choice, but we know that deep down this is not something that is in alignment with who we want to be. So that is my first tip. The first thing you want to do when you're in this situation where you are aware that there is temptation in your life, you want to remember who you want to be. Who do you want to be? Because right now, this temptation might be showing you a part of yourself. Maybe it's showing you a past part of yourself, an unhealed part of yourself, or it's showing you a part of yourself that needs love, a part of yourself that has needs. Now, specifically in these moments where you're feeling this desire for something that you know might not be so good for you in the long run, you really want to remember, who do you want to be? What are your values? What is it that you stand for? Why do you know or feel deep inside that this is a wrong decision or an unwise decision? Ask yourself why and realign yourself with who you want to be. Who are you? Who is your higher self? What is the potential that you have inside? Because sometimes when we have these temptations in our way, we believe that these challenges, God put these challenges in our way, and we are like, why will He do this? But that's just life. Life is going to have this choice. You're going to have to choose the light or you're going to choose darkness. And within these choices, choosing the light is the work. And so it is going to be hard to say no to the temptation, because that is the work. Choosing to do the work will expose you to a strength that you didn't even know you had. It will expose you to light that's going to come from darkness that you didn't even know you had. It will expose you to more of your potential. So remember who you want to be. Remind yourself of who you want to be. And also, you know what's important during these moments? It's super important to have the right people around you, because if you have the people that are going to validate your bad actions or instigate your bad actions or instigate for you to go ahead and take these temptations, then you will feel this urge expanding and you will have your mind looking for all the reasons why you can be validated in your choice. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with people that are going to call you out, to realign yourself with truth, to realign yourself with your values. And that's very, very important during these moments. It's very important during your entire personal development journey to surround yourself with people that call you out, to align with truth, to realign with your personal development, to grow. But it is essentially important during these moments where our shadows start showing up and temptations start showing up. And we are feeling this strong desire to make a wrong decision or to make an unwise decision. Now, any decision is going to teach us what we need to learn, and it's going to lead us more into our path. But there will be a better decision that would have us experiencing life in a better way, because there is always a harder choice. And usually that harder choice is choosing the light, is choosing to do the work. And so let's move on to my second tip. My second tip to not allow temptation to sabotage your personal development journey is to remember that what you do always comes back around. Karma. So in those moments of temptation, remember that what you might be doing to another, because usually when we're doing something, it doesn't just involve us, because we're all connected to everyone. It's going to involve other people around us. It's going to involve not just us. So thinking about those things, that whatever we do, even to ourselves, will always come back around in our lives. It will always show back up, because life is a mirror. Life is a reflector. So everything that we are will be reflected in our lives, in our personal realities. So remember that. That's your second tip, your second reminder. remember that what you do always comes back around. Always. Call yourself out and reflect on yourself and bring yourself back to who you want to be, because I know that making the right choice sometimes is very hard, and that will always pay off, because you know what they say, good karma, good luck. That's what those choices bring to us. Because the universe and God know that those are the hard choices, that is doing the work, that is choosing the light. My third tip or reminder is to remember that choosing the light, though it might be work sometimes, is what brings true fulfillment. Remind yourself that yes, maybe choosing this big desire that you have to do this thing that might not be so right or that might not be so wise might feel good in the moment. But how will it feel long term? How will your subconscious feel? How will your conscious mind be feeling if you do make that choice that you know is not in alignment with who you want to be? You're going to feel guilt. You're going to feel shame. And we've all been there. We've all made the decisions that are wrong, because sometimes we need to make those wrong decisions to be able to learn. And we need to remember that doing the work is remembering that even if you do make that decision, even if you do mess up and you fall for the temptation, remember that this isn't there to just bring you down and forget all the work that you've done. This is also there to lead you more into your potential. And so choosing the light is always going to be the work. Whether you chose to fall for the temptation or you didn't, there's going to be work to choose the light. And it will always bring fulfillment to choose the light. So remember that in those moments of temptation, in those moments when you're really feeling this strong desire to do something that you know is out of alignment with who you want to be, remember who you want to be. Remember that what you do always comes back around to you. And remember that choosing the light is what brings true fulfillment, even if it's the hardest choice to make. And if you do fall for the temptation, if you do go and make the choice that you know maybe wasn't so right for you or that wasn't so wise for you, don't fall into the temptation of sadness or being angry at yourself. No, just reflect on the situation, remind yourself of who you want to be, and do right now. Now remember, what is the right choice for you? Remember, and the next time that shows up, next time the opportunity to make the right choice shows up, make the right choice. Don't beat yourself up for not making the right choice, because not making the right choice sometimes is what teaches you to make the right choice. It's always an opportunity to lean more into your potential, to grow more into your potential, to see more of the strength that you have that you didn't even know you had. I heard this thing from my teacher that said there's light that comes from light, and then there's light that comes from darkness. The light that comes from light, it's your inner light, is your manifested potential. You don't have to try. This is something that comes naturally to you. And then there's light that comes from darkness. And that's in these moments where you really have to do the work to show up and find the light and, practice it. That's your surrounding light. And you tap into that every time you make the choice to choose the light. And I know that's not easy every time. So have compassion for yourself and be graceful. I hope this served as a reminder. Thank you so much for watching. If you're wanting some support or guidance in your personal development journey, I offer one-on-one coaching, and you can book a session on the link on my description below. If you have any comments or questions, remember to leave them down below, and remember to subscribe for more content like this. I will see you next time.